Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another video of the channel, and today we are going to be talking about the Memphis Grizzlies and the Miami Heat. Yes, both of these teams in one video. I'm going to I will be talking about every single team that gets eliminated from the playoffs and what things could look like for them towards the offseason and just their future in general, to see what direction that they might be going soon. So without further ado, let's go ahead, guys. Let's get into it. This season, the Grizzlies went 48-34 in the regular season, finishing 8th in the Western Conference. They finished 6th in offensive rating and 10th in defensive rating and had a net rating of plus 4.7. But on top of that, you guys wanted to fire your coach right before the playoffs. Great decision, guys!
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
With them being the 8th seed, though, they did have to play Golden State in their first matchup, and Golden State did win that game. My Warriors, we on top. We about to win against the Rockets. They also did play the wow, I'm having a blank. Sorry. The Mavericks, and they ended up winning against them. They did blow them out at the beginning of the game. Then the Mavs fought back a little bit, made a little 8-point game in the third quarter, and then the Memphis Grizzlies took back over and won that game by a pretty sizable margin.
Disappointed!
4-0 sweep? Okay, see, to be honest here, really just outplayed the Memphis Grizzlies. But as the series did go on, the Grizzlies played better, and Game 3 looked great for them until Ja went down with another injury because of Lou Dort. All I'm gonna say is, if Ja did not get injured, at minimum, they would have at least got knocked out in Game 5. I feel like they could have made it to Game 6, or maybe, I don't know about Game 7, but at least a Game 6, and that would have been kind of interesting to see, but that did not pan out that way. So now let's tackle the main portion of this video. What is next for the Memphis Grizzlies? Well, I feel like the first step here is to try and maybe get a new coach. Literally firing your head coach right before the playoffs is like your girl breaking up with you right before Valentine's Day. That's diabolical. But they might try and just rock out what they have in Tomas Lesalo. I'm not gonna lie, I like that name. It's pretty fire. I probably butchered it though, but hey, you know what? We're going to keep rolling. As far as the team goes, they're definitely going to have to make some moves to get better. One problem with that is Triple J, because he did turn down his extension in October, which is smart though, because he can make more money after the finals is all said and done and can sign a bigger extension. Year by year, this guy has gotten better and better and is showing no signs of slowing down. But that's even if he sees that this team can start winning in the playoffs, and he might try and go somewhere else when he is a free agent in the 2026 free agency pool. If I am the Memphis Grizzlies, I'm going to make that man sign that paper. Here's his hand right here. Here's mine. I'm going to grab his hand. I'm going to force it on that paper and go make him sign it. That man is too good just to let him walk in free agency in 2026. It's not going to happen if I was them. Now, I don't know what they're going to do, but I would not let that slide. This man is by far one of the best defenders I have seen, in my opinion, that I've watched at all in my lifetime. This man's pretty gosh darn good. On ball, off ball, no matter what. He's always there. He's putting in effort, hustle 100%. He's doing everything that he possibly can for this team. You got to re-sign him. You're going to have to get him to sign that extension, and hopefully they do, so we'll see what happens with that. Next thing is that this team needs a second option desperately and a bench. This team is young and deep, so they do have some assets. Young and deep.
I would rather die than hear any of that again.
So you guys are going to let me say young and deep like that? That's freaking crazy. I will say, if they do want to get a second option, getting Durant honestly would not be that bad. But you would probably have to give up a good amount to get him, which I don't know what the Grizzlies would throw at the Suns to make it happen. Maybe Desmond Bane and some other people, and possibly a couple picks as well. That would be a crazy big three though. Kevin Durant, Ja Morant, and Jaren Jackson Jr.? Most likely for this team, I see them running this back with making some little moves here and there, and definitely trying to re-sign Triple J to keep him. Also, they probably want to re-sign Santi Aldama because he was a good piece to this team and he is a restricted free agent. But I do not see the Grizzlies trying to trade Ja Morant. It's just not there. I know in the beginning of the season, there were a lot of rumors and a lot of things that, oh, Ja might he traded sooner, or he might get traded in the offseason. I don't really see that happening, especially how he's injured now. It doesn't make any sense to try and move him now because you're not going to get a lot back. So I feel like they're going to try and keep him. Plus, that is the face of your franchise. I mean, between him and Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say they share it together, or Josh Moore over Jaren. I'm with the Josh Moore over Jaren, but some people think differently, but I'm just saying that for purposes. But Ja Morant is a all-star caliber player when he is healthy, and when he is healthy, this team is playing at a really, really good level, but it's apparent that they're gonna have to make some moves. I mean, you have a lot of G League players on this team that probably need to, you know, kick rocks a little bit. You've also got guys that's been doing pretty good this season for you in Scottie Pippen Jr., who has played amazing at that point guard position when Ja Morant went down. Even when he wasn't down, he played meaningful minutes on the court, played really well. Conchar also played great minutes as well. You have young guys in Zach Edey who's playing well. You have also Jalen Wells who's playing great, and also Brandon Clark. And hopefully those two in Wells and Clark can come back and play better after, you know, they get off their injuries and stuff like that. I know Jalen Wells had that awful injury, praying for you still. So we'll see what happens with those two players. Overall, this team is not in a bad spot. They're actually in a decent spot. They can make moves, they can make trades, they can talk to people, they can make some things happen to shake up just a little bit of what they have on the roster. So it's not like they're in the purgatory state, you know, like a, I don't know, like a Wizards team or Hornets team. You don't want to be like them. I know they're rebuilding, but still, they look pretty bad. So let's just see what they do in the offseason after the finals and everything, and we'll see what happens with them if they shake some things up, if they make a big move, make a big splash, and maybe trade for Kevin Durant. Like I said, it's not out of the question, and really that could really help them out on offense because they kind of do need some of that help. They could have Ja and Kevin go stupid. I mean, that would feed family. If I saw Kevin Durant and Ja Morant on the same team, that would feed freaking families. And they'll probably go far as frick also in the playoffs and maybe even make it to the finals, honestly. I mean, it would look really good, and I like that fit, but besides that, that's all I do have to say about the Memphis Grizzlies. So let's go ahead and move on to our next team in the Miami Heat. So let's talk about them. This season, the Miami Heat went 37-45 in the regular season, finishing in the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. They finished 21st in offensive rating and 9th in defensive rating, and had a net rating of plus 0.6. With them being the 10th seed, they also were in the play-in. They played the Chicago Bulls and they killed them. I don't really have to spend time talking about that. The Hawks game, though, was a doozy. I mean, that was absolute cinema worthy of watching. I love that game so freaking much. Davion Mitchell hit some clutch shots in overtime, hit 3 threes. Beautiful game, and they moved on, and they actually went on to play the Cavaliers in the first round.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my God! Oh my God.
Cavaliers, bring the broom! Yes, I used the same meme. Do we have a problem? Let me ask you again. Maybe you didn't hear me. Do we have a problem? Man, this series was brutal. I thought the third game was bad. How the frick did the fourth game get even worse? Heat fans, my deepest condolences. I know you guys are in shambles right now. The Heat did the exact opposite of what the Grizzlies did. We know the Grizzlies actually played better each and every game they had, but with the Heat, they played much significantly worse each and every game, especially in those last 2 games. Losing back-to-back at your home court like that freaking sucks. On top of that, y'all suckers got swept back-to-back in the first round. Y'all suckers lost to the Celtics. Now we losing to the Cavaliers, bro. Who's freaking next? Next year, the freaking Knicks? Who's next, bro? Actually, I take that back. The Knicks are playing like booty. They're struggling to beat a Detroit team. How does that even happen? I don't know. I really don't know. So now we're met yet again with what is next for the Miami Heat. I was in a pickle with this. I really didn't know what to say with this section or where to go with this, so I'm going to try my best. Trading Jimmy away was a nightmare scenario at first because the team went 12-21 after the trade. Then you went in the play-in, and then you lose, obviously, in the playoffs 4-0 and get swept. It's defeating. Well, I take that word back. It's freaking embarrassing. Like, bro, if I'm a Heat fan, I'm walking out the gym. How we gonna lose like that in 2 home games? 2 home games! I'm a fan, a diehard fan of Miami. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about if I was a Miami fan. Bro, what the frick is wrong with y'all? I mean, I could have stayed at home and played GTA, bro, or something. I could have done anything at that point. But let's go ahead and talk about the free agency struggles or concerns with this team. Davion Mitchell, aka Off Night, needs to come back. He fits the culture so well and he fits right in. He's a straight dog for this team and I freaking love it. If there was one bright spot during at least any of this playoff stretch, it was him. He's showing us that he's actually here to compete and is here to play. They need to get him back. If you want to start him, I'm down for that too. If you want to have him off the bench, I'm down for it too. I just want him back on this team. The way that he plays, his composure, it fits Miami. Everything about that man fits Miami. He's a straight freaking dog. Duncan Robinson, in your freaking relationship with this team right now. I know you have an ETO on your contract. Yeah, end it. I'm tired of seeing you. Are you put up as brick after brick after brick? I'm paying you $19 million to throw up bricks and build a solid foundation. I don't need that from you. If I want a solid foundation, I call construction workers. I don't need you to help them out. You need to help me out and win a freaking game. Holy frick, I'm sorry. It just pissed me off, bro. Seeing a bunch of freaking bricks. Alec Burke and also Josh Christopher are free agents, as well as like 2 other players. I forgot their names. I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot their names. Josh Christopher is a young and exciting player. That's why I do remember him. I used to watch him a lot when I was in middle school. Yeah, I'm pretty young, guys. I might look old because I'm tired, but hey, I'm young as frick. But I did used to watch him a lot. He has a whole lot of potential. And Alec Burke is, I mean, he's not like bad. He's pretty solid for the team. He does some things here and there. He looks pretty well. But for the Heat, your big 3 right now are Hero, Bam, and Ware. So you have to find a way to make this work. So some moves and some tough moves, of course, is obviously going to have to be made. This team cannot, I will say it again, cannot go into next season with this same freaking team. I don't give a frick. Y'all suckers love running that crap back. It's enough. Stop it. Get some help. I sound like the meme. But seriously, you cannot run this back, man. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't know when you're gonna do it, but it's gonna have to happen. Why am I whispering? Because I'm angry. I'm pissed. If you bring this man back, oh my, you guys are so stupid. If you bring this man back, let this sucker walk. He had problems with gambling. You're making millions. Why are you gambling? Stop gambling. Stop freaking gambling. If anything, I should be gambling. But you don't see me gambling because I don't promote that junk. Because then you start gambling different things. Then you start gambling with your life. And I don't mess with that. That's not okay. So y'all suckers need to leave him in free agency. Do not mess with that man no freaking more. Although you guys still have Jaime Jaquez and Jovic, which is great pieces to this team. They're young. So we'll see what happens with them and their development with this team. They might try to flip them though if they want to, I don't know, make this team more competitive than it already is. What's even crazier though, at least in my opinion, this is just me, so please do not bash me in the comments. Maybe you trade Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. Now that does sound crazy. I know it sounds crazy. But there's a ceiling with the team. And I feel like this team has reached their ceiling as far as they're going to go, because they're not going to bring in a superstar at all. I just don't see it happening, at least right now. So maybe trading Hero at his peak right now, what he's doing is something. He's been playing his butt off. This is his best year by far. I mean, he's hitting threes on a regular. He looks like Stephen Curry Jr. Bam Adebayo had a okay year. Had a little setback in the beginning. Played a little better. It just doesn't look like the same Bam Adebayo, so maybe you try to look and trade him and just see what you can get back. Maybe get back some picks or some young pieces or players or something. Anything at this point would be great. So we'll see if they might try to do the impossible and make a trade like that. What would you look back for, though, is the thing, and who would you look back for is the thing. If you try to trade for a player or a young star, I just don't know what you would look for. I don't know what you would look at. Maybe getting a point guard, or maybe even flipping Andrew Wiggins sometime during this offseason, maybe to try and bring in somebody. I don't really know what they do at this point with this team. It's a weird spot. Because they're either at a place where it could be a rebuild entirely, a soft rebuild, a retool year, or just run it back. I mean, they have 4 stages. I meant 4 options here. Like Ian, you know, passing that rock like John Stockton, you know. That was so corny. I'm sorry. Anyways, they have 4 options really. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they really want to rely on. If I had to be real with you guys and tell you what would Miami do, they're gonna run it back. They're gonna run it back. I'm not gonna be surprised if they do. They're gonna say, "Oh, how many Hawkins is taking a leap? Oh, Jovic is taking a leap." Have they really taken a leap though? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out exactly if they took a leap or not. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. This team's in a weird spot, bro. The way it's built right now. The only bright spot on this team, well, only is crazy. The biggest bright spot on this team is where this man has played his butt off. He looks really well with this team. Make him get some more minutes. Let him grow a little more. Oh man, he's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be something devious, man. But this team needs some offense. Like I said earlier, this team was the 21st ranked in offense. It's booty. That's completely dog water. That's some moose knuckle activity. We don't like that. You're just all in the mud and being muddy and muddy and muddy. I don't mess with that. You're gonna need some offense. You're gonna need somebody else than Hero just to be able to score. Maybe a ball handler or something like that. You gonna desperately need somebody. Although in 2026 they can make a big splash. Their cap sheet isn't too, like thick. Double C on that. So they could try and sign somebody that it looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They might try and get a Luka Doncic or I don't know, Giannis. Just saying. I mean, Giannis and them just lost last night to the Indiana Pacers off a Halliburton layup. So I don't know. I really don't know. But they could try and make a big splash. Maybe they might just do that and just run it back with this team next year, which I hope you don't. But knowing Miami, they probably will. Just run it back and see what they can do. Maybe sign somebody in free agency because, like I said, they have a lot of money and flexibility to make a big splash. So we'll see what happens with that. Overall, the Heat are in a very unique spot. It's not impossible to change this team around, but it ain't gonna be easy to change this team around. It's gonna be some tough thoughts. It's gonna have to be thought, tough moves. It's gonna have to be done, and just some things gonna have to happen with this team. I mean, dang, man. Maybe offering Jimmy that amount of money wasn't too bad after all. I mean, dang, man. I mean, I don't know. You guys are just in a bad spot, really. Miami fans, I'm sorry. I really am. The Cavs just, dude, they took advantage of y'all. I mean, goodness gracious, man. It just looked bad, man. And then after that trade with Jimmy, it just looked booty. It just looks really bad. I don't really know what else y'all do, man. Y'all might have to blow it up. I mean, you guys might have to just blow it up, man. A retool, I don't know if that's going to work. You might just have to blow it up. I'm not going to lie. You're going to have to just blow it up, man. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this one and just cut this part of the video with the Miami Heat because I don't really have anything else to say. And if I do, I'm going to start repeating myself like I just did. So I need to stop. But Miami fans, let me know below how y'all are feeling. Grizzly fans, let me know how y'all are. Let me know how y'all are feeling down below. I'm sorry. I'm tired as frick. I just got off of work. Lord have mercy. Help me. But yeah, that's all I have to say about them. My next video will possibly be about the Milwaukee Bucks. Orlando, of course, did get out of the playoffs. And the Pistons won against the Knicks. And then tonight's games are Houston and Golden State and the Timberwolves and Lakers. So we'll see what happens with them. And I'll add those to my document to make a script about and then obviously get that out to y'all. So y'all already know. Y'all know I got y'all, man. We brothers and family over here, man. Damn me your cuz. Yep. All right. Let's go ahead, guys. Let's move on to the outro. Alright, you guys have made it to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. And if you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And of course, let me know what you want down in the comments below. And do not forget to subscribe. Of course, please turn on post notifications. Please, I'm begging you. A lot of my stuff is not being pushed out for real. My shorts are just magnificent. They're being pushed out beautifully. But I need these videos to push out. If y'all want more, I gotta start seeing some views or some likes or something. Please, I need something. Something, please, bro, please. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the Grizzlies and Miami Heat. they're just in weird spots right now, man. And it just kind of comes down to the front office of both of those teams to make decisions and make moves and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with them. I don't really see anything too crazy happening for the Grizzlies besides some minor movement. Miami, I'm gonna keep on a hot heater and watch out for. No pun intended. I don't know why I said hot heater. They're already hot because it's Miami. Ooh, never mind. I almost said something crazy. Oh man, that was gonna be crazy. It involved Latinas and never mind. Y'all didn't need to know that. Never mind. Never mind. I need to sleep or take a nap. My camera just glitched on me. I'm sorry. I probably have to cut that. But that's all I had to say, guys. And hopefully you all do have a blessed day. And of course, Mr. Beard is out.